Hello there gorgeous gamers, and welcome back to another Pure Play TV video review. And today we're taking a look at Solaris Offworld Combat for Oculus Quest and Oculus Rift, though the version tested was primarily Oculus Quest, because I hate wires. I'm a big fan of First Contact Entertainment's PSVR shooter Firewall 0 Hour, even if it barely functions half the time. I cannot begin to tell you how many hours I have spent just trying to get into a match, yet I still hold it dear to my VR loving heart. Solaris Offworld Combat is the second venture from the developer, and it follows a few trends set by Firewall, but not many, and it's certainly not as good. Solaris Offworld Combat is a team-based shooter with a futuristic sci-fi aesthetic. The visuals are basic, as are the maps, and it reminded me a lot of going to Laser Quest as a kid. Raised platforms, slopes leading to and from defend and attack zones, it's basically Laser Quest in VR, but crucially, it's not as fun. Before we go any further with this review, please do take a moment to hit the like and subscribe buttons down below, as well as the bell icon so that you're the first to know when we've got new stuff for you to watch. Cheers my dears! The similarities with Firewall 0 Hour are few. It's 4 versus 4 again, and again, the developer has managed to cock up the most simplest of things, playing with your friends. At the time of writing, there's no party function, though apparently this will come later. On the other hand, I have zero faith in First Contact to implement it well, and they've only got themselves to blame. First impressions count for a lot, and Firewall, despite being one of my favourite PSVR games ever, has tarnished the developer in my eyes. We'll see though, maybe they'll get it right this time around. The game only tracks one motion controller, which is very odd. I do understand the reason though. Solaris Offworld Combat will eventually release on PSVR, which will either use the PSVR aim controller or the DualShock 4. These are single track devices, so to keep parity between all versions, First Contact has opted to drop the tracking for the left controller on the Quest. While I understand it, I still don't like it. It means that your in-game left hand is always stuck to whichever weapon you're using, even if your real-life hand is scratching your bum. It messed with my head a little bit too much, and even when I moved my hands closer together to mimic the action of steadying a pistol, it didn't feel right. Things got worse when I got my first gun pickup, a rifle, and I had no way of mimicking that action. The game wants you to use the left controller purely as a movement stick and the right controller as your shooting hand. It's not nice, and I doubt that I'll ever be able to play the game comfortably on the Quest. This could be different on PSVR with the aim controller, as it will definitely feel a little bit more natural, but on the Quest, it's a simple no. Gameplay isn't all that great either. It's a big departure from the realistic Firewall 0 Hour. There are no game modes, lobbies, or much of anything actually. You hit the play button and get thrown in with whoever else is playing. The game's single mode, yes, again, a single game mode, is very simple. Go to control points on the map, hold those areas and collect points. Kill the opposition if they try to take it back. The team with the most points at the end wins, and that's it. It's hardly original. The gunplay is on another level of poor. Rather than having any proper aiming, you aim by moving a reticule around on the screen. This was a massive distraction for me, and I did not gel with it at all. It honestly felt like I was playing a Nintendo Wii game inside a VR headset. This means there's no skill involved. It's simply a case of who can get their cursor over their opponent first and hit the shoot trigger. When compared to other great Quest VR games like Onward and Pavlov VR, Solaris feels like a dumbed down experience catering to the lowest common denominator. Graphically, it's quite good, I will concede that, but graphics don't make a game. Good gameplay makes a game. Good gameplay, immersion and fun makes a great game. Solaris is lacking in all areas, and unlike Firewall, where updates improve the game, I don't think Solaris has a leg to stand on. And that's the end of the review. I hope you enjoyed this video and found it at least a little bit useful. If you haven't already, please remember to hit the like and subscribe buttons down below, and also the bell icon so you're the first to know when we've got new stuff for you to watch. I've been Chris, you've been gorgeous as always, and I'll see you next time. Until then, bye!